Good morning. February 11th, 2025. This is my baby girl's birthday. She's 19 today. Happy birthday, Dee Dee. Love you. Was talking to her this morning. Don't mean to put her on blast, but so proud of her in so many ways. She's a God-fearing woman, number one. Does that mean she gonna make mistakes or have made mistakes? Yeah, she gonna make mistakes, but the spirit of hers, of God, is truly in her. But she in college studying marketing and theater, okay, and she has a job. And yesterday was a situation where she was off work, but she didn't unknowingly was put on the schedule because somebody else had switched up the schedule and didn't notify her. So her manager or assistant manager or somebody called and said, "Hey, you almost here?" She's like, "No, I'm studying. I'm off today." She's like, "No, you're on the schedule today." Well, she's like, "Well, nobody told me." But using the spirit of God, she said that she would do what she could do, and she ultimately still went in. They gave her the day off today. Aside from issues that happened for that, I use that as a time to, because my daughter also is an investor, way before 19, okay? But she's an investor. She hasn't started trading yet, but she is going to start that soon. But that was a key opportunity for me to just ask her, how did she feel about that? And obviously she saw that somebody above her made a mistake and didn't really, they kind of respected her to a certain extent, but then ultimately it was really about that job. It was really about that business. They needed somebody. Somebody couldn't come in, so they still asked her to come in. I forgot to tell you that. They still asked her to come in, even though somebody else couldn't come in. And the manager messed up the whole thing and put her on the schedule and didn't tell her. So I said, "Well, honey, unfortunately, when you work a job, you have to make certain concessions. And people above you who may or may not be as bright or as responsible or as smart as you, or as disciplined or organized as you, still have the upper hand and can do what they want to if they want to." So what I'm teaching her is, working a job. Most of us have been raised to work a job. Definitely me. My parents have worked all their life. Thank God they don't have to work now. My brothers and sisters, we work, but it's a couple of us are getting the picture that, we don't always have to work for somebody. And if you work for somebody, it's not a problem. But I find that there's different levels of stress either way, whether you work for yourself or whether you work for others. And this is not to bash either one, but this is just to say, hey, are you okay making the money that you make on a paycheck, and that money represents making somebody else more money, i.e. your superiors, as well as the owner of your business or job or company, and also having to be at a certain level on the pyramid or the ladder, where people above you may or may not be more qualified than you in, if not from a skill standpoint, from a mental standpoint, from a spiritual standpoint, from an emotional standpoint, as well as from a physical standpoint. There's so many levels there, and you just have to have certain qualifications or lack thereof to get jobs and to become a supervisor, become a manager, to become a vice president. Hopefully you earn that, but I'm not going to get into the politics, especially of today. But I just told her, I say, you did what you're supposed to do. You were a good team player, and by now you have to, finish up your task the way God will have you to spend it, to do it. But let this be a lesson. Do you want people, as you matriculate not only through college but after college, do you want people to be able to dictate when you come in, where you come in? It's a perfect example. It's a mild example. She ended up also missing a quiz because she agreed to go in when she was not aware that she had to go in. So she truly has a spirit of giving, because most people are like, I got a test, I got a quiz, I can't do it. But she went ahead and did it, and hopefully her biology teacher will have some mercy on her. But as I digress, make sure you, again, if you're working a job, not a problem. But if you want to take more control of your life, invest. Invest in the stock market, crypto, invest in starting a business, real estate, all of the above, really, not just one. But start with the easiest entry is the stock market, the crypto market. Even if you don't know nothing, you know me, or you at least hear the sound of my weak voice. If you hear the sound of my weak voice right now, you have access to me. Okay? Whether you got my cell phone number, my email, or you can inbox me on whatever platform you hearing this on, okay? But you do not have to always succumb to people above you that, like I say, may or may not have your best interest at heart. All right? So, also, click on this link. There's a devotional YouTube page called Daily Grace that I follow, and it does have a lot of lessons, usually about 10-15 minutes long, about what the Bible says about wealth, money, financial freedom, a lot of things. Okay, and again, if y'all think this is about money, it ain't. It's about you, and it's about the things that you care for, and are you really able to support those things like you want to? Does a job get in your way? Okay, if I'm still working a job till I die, so be it. But I tell you one thing, God has blessed me to where even as I work a job, I'm able to call more of my own shots now. And if I still continue to work that job for the next 10 years, maybe, probably not though. Because as my money continues to work for itself, eventually my money gonna work way harder than me and gonna show way more results than what I can do by going in and clocking in, clocking out, seeing patients for income. All right, so I just want this to be a lesson. Click on that link today and watch this video about how money works from the Bible standpoint. All right, let me know what you think, y'all. Listen, this ain't a one-way thing. I like to interact. I ain't monetized per se. I might be by the time you hear this in 2026 or 28 or something. I don't know. But again, that's not my purpose. My purpose is to learn and grow, learn and earn, okay, and help others. Help others do the same, and that truly brings me joy. All right? God bless y'all.